Robert Chase.
I'm Mike Smith.
We're the Morning Trail, joined by, yes, Wine Guy Mike on this Wine Wednesday. Good morning, Wine Guy Mike.
Hey, it's great to be here, you guys. Thanks for having me back this morning.
Sure.
All righty.
Take it one at a time.
We just go, yeah.
Well, you know,
with you.
we're going to Walla Walla this morning, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, I noticed there's myself, there's Mike Smith, and then there's you, Wine Guy Mike. That's three. And in front of you, 3 bottles of wine, all recently uncorked, I believe.
Yeah, they've been breathing for about an hour and a half at home, and I had to work super hard to secure these samples. This is from the Reynvaan family vineyards over in Walla Walla, and it comes from some very special vineyard land, some very rocky soil. We're going to talk about this week on the show, the best wines are made from the worst land. And I think that's really interesting. But I also think it's interesting, we got the triple threat of Syrahs, and we got the triple threat going in the Trail studio here
I'm
this
a
morning.
fan of the Syrah,
So,
let me
and,
just
you know,
say.
Mike with his big bike ride, I think we had to bring him some juice for some healing.
Yeah, that's just what I need.
I think he's up for that.
Totally.
And these have a French touch to them, which we'll learn about in the show as well. But these wines are almost unavailable. It's kind of like, the prettiest girl in your school, and you just can't have her. That's what these wines are sort of like. They're that coveted, and they've been widely acclaimed by like Wine Spectator. Huge ratings. These are some of the best Syrahs in the world that I'm going to be showcasing this weekend.
And locally available?
A little bit.
Again, this is
and
not.
I'll let people know on the blog because it's. I believe they're being poured at some restaurants. I mean, the cases of wine are that unavailable.
All right.
This vintner only makes about less than 500 cases of each of these wines. These are spectacular wines, but
Gee.
I just had to share it.
What a tease. This is all a tease this week. It's a
You
tease.
can't possibly leave the building with all 3 of those.
Yeah.
Well, they're so coveted, I have to because the person that got them for me, they need them back.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
I think it works that way.
Yeah.
I just don't think it works that way. So you mentioned there a little intrigue as to the land that is maybe not so good for growing things, but grapes tend to do well. I'm assuming it's rocky and that drainage is a big factor.
Absolutely. We're talking about rock, we're talking about dust, we're talking about 20,000 feet of soil with great drainage. And, we Missoulians had a lot to do with this. This goes back to the floods, the great floods from Lake Missoula, the glacial floods, and then all the layers of volcanic eruptions mixed with that alluvial soil matter over in Walla Walla. It's the best in the world. I mean, we're going to see the best wines in the world coming from Oregon and Washington State. They're young, but I'm telling you, it's the best growing ground there is.
So the fruit really needs to be stressed, if you will, to create a good wine. It's not just like, wow, these grapes are so beautiful and
And these guys are so good. They've hired a consultant, Christoph Barron, who's one of the cult winemakers of Walla Walla, and he employs vineyard techniques that also stress the vines that I'll talk about.
Cool.
All right. You'll learn more about all that and much more. It's Wine Guy Mike, his program, Sunday morning at 10 on the Trail 103.3 right after the hour of music and conversation. That is E-Town on the Trail 103.3. Wine Guy Mike, cheers.
And cheers to Chow Mambo.
Cheers.
Your sponsor. Absolutely.
Absolutely.